Oh, well, I just can't win. Uh,
So big. I'm such a big writer. I'm such a big writer. I wrote the new Bible on Earth.
that's a squid book, John.
It doesn't matter. I capitalized the most on it. I have $2 trillion. I wrote this Bible, the new Bible. The old one doesn't matter anymore.
How come, John?
Because I felt like assassinating or killing.
God.
No.
Killing God. The old book is the Word of God.
No. 40 million people on some different countries. We had them killed, starved to death, tortured, shit like that. And I was able to get my writing credit for the biggest writer on earth.
So what is it? You're supporting killing 40 million people?
Well, they fucking died and everything, burned and shit, and tortured to hell and all that shit, screaming and all that, whatever the fuck.
Well,
Fuck you.
McDonnell, Lockheed, Boeing, all those people make weapons sold to Israel, sold to Saudi Arabia, sold to, and they bomb things like Yemen, and they, support, so we, our government, and it's not our government.
But I'm the biggest writer on earth. I fucked J.K. Rowling. I wanted to, and I did. And any motherfucking woman on earth I feel like doing, porn star, this or that, if I get an itch to do it, I get her. I'll do anything I fucking feel like.
I mean, I tried. I really did. I tried. It's like, what can I do? I really can't do anything.
I wrote the new Bible.
Where is it, John? Why don't you bring it down? Read a few verses.
Dude,
what is the major thesis of your new Bible?
I was driving a hearse with a new dead body just to give me a coffee, just to get somebody killed and put in the back, just so I could
But
get coffee.
John, have you ever read the Talmud? Did you ever read the New Testament? Do you know the basic tenets?
I'm the biggest writer on earth. My new Bible is bigger than all that. I have $2 trillion. I'm the #1 timeless writer ever.
Well, go get your book, John. Go get it. Come on, bring it down here. Let's hear it.
Aristotle, Plato.
I'd like to. Well, if that's true, let's hear some of that great truth.
I'm the biggest, most evil, most horrible person on earth today.
Yeah,
but
really.
I have $2 trillion.
So what?
So who gives a fuck, right? I'm a raw white.
Well, John, you again once come straight up as the canary in the coal mine. You really speak to what's going on in the our political social gestalt of our time. Basically being.
You know what the coal mine is? The coal mine is a very good man. And that's his gaped asshole because we genetically manipulated him and everybody's going in there working on his asshole, torturing him and shit. And he's still alive.
Again, John, this is not what Dreamy Dreamland is about, folks. This is not what Dreamy Dreamland is about, But John does express the corporate, the plutocratic, the fascist modality.
But I've got $2 trillion. $2 trillion. $2 trillion out the asshole. $2 trillion Australia. Fuck you. $2 trillion. Look, I don't do that Bin Laden shit. Or what's his name? Bo Rat. Take his V like this, turn upside down, stab him in the head.
Yeah. Well, folks, all I have to do is compare John and the woman I interviewed this afternoon. It's really all you got to do is take a look at. Lana, did you see the video I did this afternoon? A woman running for office. And that's what we got to choose from. You know, we have a really serious choice between John and that woman, you know, and how are we going to represent? How are we going to step up? You know, how are we going to lead by example? Yeah. I'm getting better. It's still annoying, but the one thing about, you know, I think dental pain is the worst, but one thing about pain or not feeling good,
if you work
you know,
really hard,
if you feel, you know,
maybe you can get billions. Maybe Jeff Bezos is really nice.
Who cares, John?
Maybe he's a really nice person.
Who cares?
He's the richest person on earth, supposedly.
John, but what he, you know, he can't be that nice when he forces his people to work for almost nothing. He treats, and he's going to replace them within a few years with robots and those four.
I think he's like a nice person.
Why would you say that, hon?
He just seems.
Do you know him? Do you know him?
He was married and went through the regular normal ups and downs like a regular person. But then he got divorced from his wife of all those years just recently, I think, to go do the fun stuff. He can do anything he wants, the richest person on earth.
John, what does that mean when other people are suffering? When, you know, we have 7 billion people on this planet, give or take, and the majority of them are suffering. Their lives are suffering. They're starving to death, you know, and then you have, you know, less than 0.5% owning 80% of everything. You know, how can Mr. Bezos,
because even those 1%,
yeah,
if you're in the top 0.5% on earth, that means you're a millionaire.
Who cares? Who cares?
So that means that could run out in a few years. You could spend that in a few years.
Yeah, well, you know.
Or 10 years. So
right.
That's not even enough for the rest of your life. And that's a 0.5 top.
John, what's
but that's only the top 3%.
What about the people who live, you know, who live on 40 cents a day?
Yeah.
And they have to, and they got 4 or 5 kids. Oh yeah. I would say more than half the population of the world lives on less than $1.
I don't know. I thought it was more regular now.
No, not really.
They don't still have those starving Ethiopian kids with the big stomachs.
Oh yes, they do. Oh yes, they have those in Tennessee. There are close to 40 million children who go to bed in the United States with their tummies like that. 40 million in the United States.
How could there be 40 million?
Well, there's 300 and something million people in the world. There's
only 300 million people.
In the United States. So 40 million children.
How could 15%?
John, you have your brilliant intellect, your phone. Google, John. Google that. Google. Ask Google, how many poor children are in America? You got the phone in your pocket.
Yeah, I just want to.
Well, go Google it. Well, then why did you come down here and interrupt this show?
I don't have the energy to try to act cool. And
why don't you just go to bed? Why don't you read a book? Why don't you just meditate?
Well, I've been working on my house a lot.
Well, really great stuff.
For 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months. Every day, pretty much every day. I've worked on it a lot. I've invested any money I've had invested in the house, trying to save money. All I'm doing is trying to save as much money as I can while
increasing the value.
Okay,
of the
here we go,
house.
John. About 15 million children in the United States, 21% of children live in families with incomes below federal poverty threshold. Right there. That's the twist, right there. She had the guts to do what you didn't, John.
15 million.
Yeah.
Wow, 21% of all children.
Yeah.
I just ate a bunch of food.
Yeah, he did.
I've been getting healthy, but
Oh yeah.
because I've been physically working in the house, it's hard to tell.
2 seconds on Google. That's all it took. And John didn't really care, so he didn't look it up. He stuck the phone in his pocket. Let me get that.
Yeah, I've got $2 trillion. I basically got the biggest SUV in the United States, and when I start driving through, I crush skulls on my path. I leave a path of crushed skulls everywhere I go. It's a new type of SUV. It dead human skulls on it and leaves a path of evil everywhere.
So is your name Obama? Is your name George W? Is your name Dick Cheney? Is your name Billy Bob? Is your name Jimmy Boy? Is your name
I don't think they're that bad. But I think even the most.
How do you know what you think, John? What is your where is your information coming from?
From my personal experience, I think there aren't any.
Oh, you know Obama, you know
I think there aren't
George
any
W, you know
aliens
George H, you know Dick Cheney personally. You know those guys personally.
No, I believe.
You know Jeff Bezos personally.
They're humans, but they can be really mean. Like one human being can potentially be very evil and mean.
Only if they let themselves
and they
be.
follow the laws.
Only if they let themselves, John. You don't, human nature isn't to be hurt others. No, that's not human nature. That is the selfish ego. Human nature, basically.
But then there's some people that are rich that are just kind, regular people that did some cool thing, some really good thing that made a lot of money.
Why does money mean anything?
Because then you don't ever have to worry. If you want, you could sit out in nature and watch the flowers.
John, you live out here. You could sit out in nature.
Watch the flowers.
How come you've been here 2 years? You don't go down below. How come you don't, like today was a beautiful day. How many hours did you work on the house today?
10 hours.
Why don't you spend at least 10 minutes out there and look at the beauty? Because it was a beautiful day. When I left this morning, it was amazingly beautiful.
Yeah.
And then around 10 a.m., it was beautiful.
I went out there for a walk, and I brought my video camera to film a nature scene as my break. And I filmed this stuff, and then I left the camera in this really beautiful setting. And I filmed it for a minute or two, and I have a really beautiful film of the waterfall again, but it has like this really bright, this beautiful warm sunlight coming in.
Well, that's nice.
And then I tried to leave it there for like a few hours.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But apparently I didn't have the hard drive space because I've been filming so many other videos, which I should have had enough hard drive space to film it in 4K on my iPhone. And I just didn't clear off the hard drive space of my phone, so it didn't film any of it. And then I came back here, and then it's like I kept working on stuff. And when I was sitting here in the kitchen with you, the thing that made me happy was not that I was relaxed and just feeling happy. It's that I knew that thing was still recording, and I was doing an awesome video right now as I got to quote unquote be sitting there, because I was finally like doing something that could, I was actually continually doing something that could make money back, so I could finally not have to worry and have my bills paid. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Okay, well, kids, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. It's 9:30. Okay? I love you guys.
Bye.
Yep, and basically life is meant to be loved. To live life, you have to love life, right? Not worry about how to pay your bills, right? Because they'll get paid, you know? Good night, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll do a tomorrow will be Saturday. I'll do a live chat from the library or my favorite breakfast spot where that I won't be interrupted. Okay, I love you guys. Speak to you later. Remember, in every day and every way, take the piece of the earth and make it stronger. Okay. Sweet dreams.
Bye.